the fact that they're making this significant offer apparently it shows you that they're getting desperate, because this was a team that contract discussions with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers broke down just a few months ago. And that's kind of what led. I think that was like the hump that broke the camel's back, so to speak, or the straw, whatever. I think that's what kind of led to this whole thing falling apart. And Aaron Rodgers reportedly wanting to get out, and because there's been a few things, whether it was a Jordan Love thing, whether it was not trusting him in the NFC Championship game to win, whether it was not making roster moves for the past 10 years to help him win. I think when he went to the Packers expecting a contract extension in earlier this offseason, and those talks completely broke down because apparently the Packers were lukewarm on an extension. I think that's what was kind of like Aaron Rodgers said, okay, I'm out. And then the second we heard that, the Packers are like, okay, we gotta get control of the situation. Aaron, you have the kitchen sink. But you gotta think at this point, man, it might be too late, because I think Aaron Rodgers is at a point in his life, not even as a player, but in his life, where he's just overplaying these games. I think Rodgers at this point, he wants to just focus on winning a Super Bowl, winning another Super Bowl, to have that to hang his hat on for his NFL career, and then move on doing whatever he does. And look, he can play till he's 45. He's talked about that as well. I'm not saying he's going to retire tomorrow, but I think the goal with Rodgers is to win. And I think with the Packers, he's been, a lot of it has been he's won out of spite. He's won, not because of what they've done around him, but because of what he's done with the sometimes lack of pieces there are around him. Now, Aaron Jones, damn good player. Yeah, he has Devontae Adams, another damn good player. They have some talent around him, but it's just defensively they haven't been good. The play calling in the NFC Championship game was a huge thing. Like that, that cannot be understated. That is fourth and goal in the end with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line, last few minutes of the fourth quarter. You don't trust your Hall of Fame reigning MVP quarterback to go out there and at least make an attempt to get into the end zone and win the game? Instead, you're going to hang your hat on the defense that's been getting blown coverage all day, and Tom Brady's been ripping apart? Like, come on. Like, that's just, if I was Aaron Rodgers at that point in my career, I wouldn't trust them either. So I think it's gotten to a point. Look, they can offer him everything. I think Aaron Rodgers at the end of the day, man, I think he'll just say, guys, stop it, trade me, I'm done. And I think at the end of the day, they're gonna have to honor that, because you can't have that around.
Yeah, I think it's interesting the point you make about the play call. To me, I think that sticks out much more than the Jordan Love situation ever could. I think at the end of the day, that disrespect is kind of a microcosm of what he's experienced. He looks at, and I know this has been a major talking point on various networks. You look at what Brady has in Tampa Bay, how they tried to surround him with weapons, what the Saints have done these last few years with Drew Brees trying to surround him with weapons, right? And I think that you look at the Packers, who say, we have Aaron Rodgers. We're going to try to build a defense, and it's going to be fine, right? And the defense hasn't been good. It hasn't been good since, maybe their one title season, right? It really hasn't. And I think that you look at Green Bay and you say, quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers, these Hall of Famers, these guys can play into their mid-40s. If he keeps his body in order and then arm in check, then he's going to play until he's 45 if he wants to. Aaron Rodgers has the ability, athleticism, skill, and IQ to play until he's 45 and be an above average to well above average to possibly elite quarterback. And to me, that's why I have no problem giving him 4 or 5 years and moving on with my life, right? If the issue is, I've heard that the issue is, you can't give a guy like him, 25% of your cap, and you hamstring your team from a team building standpoint. Well, then what's the significant part of the offer?
You can't give him 25% of your cap, but you can give him 90% of the responsibility for you guys making the NFC Championship game every year? Like, come on.
Yeah. So I don't know. If you're making significant long-term offers, then to me, you have to throw out that talking point about you can't give him a certain percentage of your cap. and it hamstrings the team from a team building standpoint. Build around him. Draft young offensive talent. It's that simple. You draft young offensive talent, receivers who can catch the ball, running backs who can make plays, linemen who can block. That's it. If
They
you can do
drafted
that for
young
him,
offensive talent last year, though. How'd that work out for him?
not very well. Not very well. When you draft a quarterback, when you have a quarterback, it doesn't. He's not Taysom Hill. He's not playing fullback. It's just look. I don't know. Honestly, if I knew how to fix the Green Bay Packers, I'd give them a call and tell them to hire me. But I don't have the answer. It's in the past we blamed McCarthy and play calling, but he's not there anymore. We've blamed team building and a bad defense, but their defensive ratings have been up and down. We blamed Rodgers and not being able to make that play, but they took it out of his hands last year. So I'm out of excuses. I'm out of excuses for the things that the Packers do. At some point, I think you say management's dropped the ball on how they've been managing the team, and the structural failures, the reason they fail might be different every year based on circumstances, right? But the fact that, the NFC Championship game is the Green Bay Invitational, where every year Green Bay picks an opponent to lose to, like the fact that that's the running joke now, that's a structural issue. The fact that they can't get over that hump, the reason they get there every year is Aaron Rodgers, but they can't get over that hump, that to me is a structural issue. That to me is management. And you got to do something different. You got to do something different.
Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.